Oh my God. 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 Oh my God.
Good evening, everybody. It is October 6th, 2017. We're coming to you live once again. It's the Talkin NFC Beast crew, and I'm joined here by Maine and Trevis. What's up, fellas?
Going on?
What's up?
How you feeling? How you feeling, Maine?
I'm good, man. Glad to be here, of course.
Yeah. What's up, Trevis?
What's going on? Thoroughly excited to be here, baby.
Thoroughly excited. I'm sure you are. Your team's the only one that come out with a W this week.
Yeah.
So listen, everybody.
Barely, but we got it. That's, like they say, all that matters is the win.
There you go. So everybody tuning in when you tune in to this podcast, be sure to click that like button and the subscribe button. Let you know, yeah, we are coming. We're doing this live. Everything you see is live and unscripted. So just know when we make these predictions, we putting ourselves on the line as well, you know. So it's all in good fun. And you know, we get after it.
Like they say, all I got is my word and my balls, and I don't break them for nobody.
There you go. I never heard that, but I like it. Never heard it before. So yeah, let's dive right into it, man. Last week's games, like I said, you know, the Eagles only team to come out with the victory this week. Yeah, I had a tough go watching my boys go down the way they did. Maine's Redskins put up a tough fight, and those Giants.
Right, man.
What you gonna say? There's not too much to say about that.
Ooh. I didn't watch that game. I watched the Cowboys game and I watched the Eagles. I ain't watched the Giants.
I watched it and I enjoyed it.
It was like one of them. Well, what's the point? There was no point in watching the Giants game. You kind of already knew what the outcome was going to be.
Yeah, I mean, they fought hard. You can see they're frustrated with being 0-4. So, you know, it's interesting. It's an interesting time for them because when you're losing like that, you wonder, like, okay, they're gonna fight to dig themselves out of the ditch and, you know, try to turn the corner. But they're also at that crossroads of, man, you know, we suck, and you know, start, you know, kind of tanking it for the rest of the season. But they all get paid, so I don't know how much they can tank it. But yeah, it's a tough time for them. Who do they have this week? I wonder. I need to look at the schedule because I know last week we said that they could potentially lose like the next 2 or 3 weeks, especially if they lost against Tampa. So yeah, they have tough slate.
Oh man, the Giants play the Broncos, man.
See, yeah.
Sorry, don't pass go. Don't collect $200.
Yeah, they play the Chargers.
They play who?
What you looking at, Trevis?
I got. Oh, they play the Chargers. Yeah, they do play the Chargers. Yep.
So this
right. The 10th. Their next game is the Broncos. They the Chargers. Their next game is the Broncos.
Yeah, Chargers tired of losing at this point too. Are they both 0-4?
It's the 0-4 game. Yeah.
0-4 game.
Yeah.
The 0-4. This is the 0-4 game.
The
0-4. The 0-4.
Who is more tired?
I don't know. This is like a toss-up, man. We should really put out points for this game. They both have a chance. Somebody got to win.
Where's the game?
0-0.
I believe it's at the Giants.
Or they could tie.
It's at the Giants.
So it's not in that 27,000 seat stadium.
No. It's at the Giants. At the Giants.
Okay.
And I know they're looking for a win. They need something to start them up because if they don't get a win before the Broncos, they're gonna have a big problem.
If they tie, If they tie, I would lose my whole mind.
I'll tell you right now,
That would be hilarious.
the Giants' next games are the Chargers, the Broncos, the Seahawks, the Rams, the Niners, and the Chiefs.
Hmm.
Good
Maybe
luck.
the Niners. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. They play hard against the Rams, though, trying to send it into overtime.
Yeah.
They're not going to give up.
No, they ain't giving up. They ain't got what it takes, man. That's the problem. I mean, I'm looking at these stats, and what I'm seeing, 91 yards rushing, man, from the whole team. I mean, you're not gonna win like that.
What particular game are you looking at? I just saw a stat for Hyde, and I think Hyde is the sixth Russian running back in the NFL. He has 321 yards.
Oh, you talking about the Niners?
Oh no, I'm talking about the Giants.
Yeah, the Niners. Oh, the Giants. Gotcha.
Bucks, man. Against the Bucks, they had 91 yards rushing.
They're not committed, man. They have given up on running the ball with that sorry O line. I mean, who is the guy? Gallman, the back from Clemson. I saw him get a touchdown, so I guess he's getting a little more burn. So they're trying to figure it out.
Well, that guy with the slick back here, the guy that holds the paperwork, he needs to give it up.
Oh, you mean the head coach?
He needs to find somebody else. He needs to find the one that had the audacity to say who your corners were over in Dallas.
Yeah.
He needs to give it up, man.
Boy, is he looking
You
like
sitting there talking trash, but you need to worry about your own job. Because I'm telling you, week 6, week 7, he may be looking for a job.
He losing that team. He losing that with those remarks and that.
Yeah.
He losing that team, man. It's not looking good for that guy.
You have to back it up, man. They came into, I don't know, maybe they were listening to all the preseason hype when everyone was picking them, to win the East. Hands down. You guys, did both of you look at that link I sent out? I think it was earlier this week from NFL Network, where it was like 15 of their analysts, like out of 15, like 12 of them picked the Giants to win the East.
Right.
Like 12. So I told Dooms, I said, man, your team making those guys look real stupid. They don't know what they're talking about.
Agree, but it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
This is what those analysts get.
Yeah. Yeah. They need to press the reset button on that. For sure. Trevis, talk to me about your W, man. Eagles Chargers. How you feel?
Oh, I get to go first.
You're up.
Woo!
Wait, should I take
right now
before you turn on that
I'm
song?
100. Hey, all I'm gonna say is it's coming.
Volume down.
You know it's coming. There's nothing else you can do, baby. There's nothing else you can do. Right now, top of the NFC East. Proud of it, baby. Woo! That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know, baby. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know right now. Right now, the Philadelphia Eagles are currently 7th in the NFL on points. We are 3rd in the NFL with 392.5 yards per game. Total offense, rushing, we are at 143. That's right now currently 3rd in the NFL. Thank you, LeGarrette Blount. Our running back by committee team is actually coming through, actually running the ball now. They actually put that all together. Passing wise, we're about 250 yards, which is like 11th in the NFL. The Philadelphia Eagles currently have the Arizona Cardinals this week. We kind of go back and forth with the Arizona Cardinals. Really good team. They really put it together with Fitzgerald and they got Nelson and Palmer. And I'm glad we're not going to go up against Johnson this week because he's still out with the wrist injury. So we got a banged up defense. And the history between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles, they are beating us 59-55 with 5 ties. So you're bringing up ties, Avery. We have 5 ties with the Arizona Cardinals for some odd reason. I don't even know why we haven't, put those away. But the last time we played the Arizona Cardinals was at the Link, and we lost to them 40-17 in 2015.
I was at that game.
Yeah, you was at that game. We lost them 40-17, so it wasn't pretty.
Y'all that game. That was my first.
Yeah. First one. Okay, so Larry Fitzgerald kind of went off on us on that game. So the biggest struggle that the Eagles are going to have against the Arizona Cardinals will be maintaining Larry Fitzgerald, or at least keeping the ball out of his hands enough times to where we could. I think their way of beating them will be to stay on the field as an offense. Run the ball, try your best to get 5 yards in a cloud of dust, kind of slow this game down. We're injured in a lot of spaces at corner. We're injured at safety. We really need to slow this game down, allow our running game to, punch through that defense, the time management from them so they can't get a rhythm, especially with Fitzgerald and Palmer. I don't want to see Palmer sidestep somebody and then throw a ball deep to Fitzgerald, and he just makes an acrobatic catch and wins the game.
Let the record show. When I was talking about a tie, I was talking about the Chargers and the Giants. I don't think y'all gonna tie with.
Yeah, I know.
With the
no, we're not. We're not.
They just gonna lose.
Don't do that.
We're not even covering that yet.
Talk about that, like
don't speak. No. That's early blasphemy. I think you
wrong, Cash, but did you not say talk about y'all W?
I did. That is exactly.
Yeah. I'm talking about. I understand you talk about the W, but you know what? I don't want to long on such a W because there's a big challenge coming up this week. Now I can sit there and I can talk about the W, and I know y'all want to see me go crazy over the fact that we beat the Chargers. But again, to sit there and gloat about an 0-3 team and the fact that you beat them, that's a little bit too much. I think we got a big task ahead of us. And I want to look a little bit more towards the Cardinals than I want to sit there and look at that Chargers win. We have a lot of people out to win that game. If we had the people in that we need to have in, Fletcher Cox was out. All of our corners were out. McLeod came back that game, but he obviously was limping and couldn't get himself around. Robinson was out. Everybody was out again in this particular game, and they found the way to win. So I think I want to focus a little bit more on the Cardinals going forward.
Question for you, Trevis. What's Fletcher Cox's injury?
Oh, calf strain.
Calf strain. Yeah. What? Do you know the significance of a calf strain injury?
Listen to me. I don't talk about anybody in the injuries. Who knows? He's a big guy. Who knows how much weight he got to put on his calves, down in the 3-point stands or 4-point stands to get his push off to do what he got to do. I don't know,
What you're saying is you changed and you no longer see a calf strain as a laughing matter anymore. Is that what you're saying?
You went personal, You just jumped personal. You talking about us actually playing football and me joking about you pulling something on the football field. Yo, that's funny, yo.
I'm sorry, I had.
That's funny. We gotta let y'all know. We're gonna let y'all know that the synopsis of the situation. All right, Cash was on the field and he got hurt. He got hurt one time. And I was like, "What's wrong with you?"
Hold up, Trevis. Back up. No.
All right.
It wasn't at the game. So, man, this was when you were still at Lockheed.
Okay.
When we had our basketball league.
Yeah.
Okay. I pulled my. I don't know if you remember. I strained my calf in one of those games about 2 weeks before that Greek flag football tournament that we always play at.
Okay.
So it wouldn't heal. It was not healing. It's an injury takes a long time to heal. So 2 weeks go by, I get to the game and I'm dying. Like, man, I don't want to sit out. I want to play. So I got suited up, everything, knowing my calf killing me. I got it all taped up. So pre-game, we get out there, man. I didn't even get 3 steps into my back pedal. It was like, I can't. I'm done. So Trevis, not knowing any of this, he sees me when the game starts. He see me just chilling. He's like, yo, what are you doing? Man, I can't play. I hurt my calf. Got a calf strain. A calf strain? Man, I never even heard of such a. Hey, man, he clowned me so bad, man. Why? I'm already in a state of mini depression on the sideline, and he just went in on me.
I think I got hurt that game too. I think I got hurt that game.
Tell him what happened right at. Matter of fact,
I got hurt that game.
Tell him what happened.
I got hurt that game. I was clowning on the sideline for at least 3 games. Like 3 games, I'm clowning on the sideline. So man, I finally, the multiple positions in which I play as a football player. You know, yeah. So don't disagree with this one. The multiple positions in which I play as a football player, I was actually going out there as the kicker on this particular play. So I'm going out there to go kick the ball off at the touchdown. I can't remember if I scored the touchdown or not, but I probably did. But I'm going to go kick the ball off on after the touchdown, and I went to go kick the ball, and I missed the goddamn ball. I missed the entire fucking ball almost, and I kicked the top of the damn ball, but I missed the meat of the ball, and my leg went forward, and I think I popped my hip a little bit.
Hip pointer.
I kind of just went straight. I kind of just went straight down. Like I'm not a everyday kicker, so I went to go kick the ball, and I'm not a soccer style kicker, so this is not a soccer style miss. I know people thinking, oh, you missed a soccer style kick. No, I missed a kick with your toe, high school style, kick with your toe, and I kicked the top of the football, but the swing forward of the leg, I swung so hard that my leg went up over my head, and my hip just da 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 da. It's like da 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 da. I heard it like outside, and people was like, "Damn, yo, you all right?" And I was like, "No, man, I can't get up." And they was like, "This is what they said." They said, "Yo, we're gonna call the ambulance." I said, "Man, get me the fuck up off this ground. Ain't nobody calling no ambulance for me. Not no damn flag football game, and I ain't had no contact. Ain't nobody hurt me." I was like, "Man, get me the fuck up off this ground." Like, no, stay down. I had to grab somebody. I grabbed him by his shirt, and I looked him in the face and said, "Yo, get me the fuck off this ground, yo. Like, nobody's willing me off out of a flag football game. It's not happening."
Yeah, so the moral
Too
of
much grown man here for that. That's not happening.
Was karma. Karma was the moral of that story.
Yo, for the recent years, for like the next 3 to 4 years, I never talk shit to Cash. Yo, I just leave it alone. I see him, he be sitting there rolling his legs, he got the roller and everything. I leave it alone.
Yeah, I got one too.
I'm like, "Hi Cash, how you doing?" I just keep on going. Can't take it.
It's karma, son.
Hey,
What's up?
The Eagles had a good win, man. They won the game. And if you ain't gonna get your flowers, then that's fine. I'm all right with that. I don't have to talk about the Eagles no more.
Listen to me, man. I'm not gonna gloat over beating a 0-3 team. It's just not in my glory status. We beat Rivers, which I'm happy for, but Mills was getting burnt so bad. Like it was like, yo, all he did was put his foot in the ground, and this dude was running over to him, putting his foot in the ground. I'm like, as a corner, what are you doing? How in the world are you running so hard to him putting his foot in the ground? He didn't even commit to that direction. It was just toasties.
Why y'all gonna get by the Cardinals? So.
Yeah, because Keenan Allen gave y'all fits.
Yes. And you know what that became? A blueprint until we get our corners back.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, your corner's getting valuable experience. So, but football in itself is a battle of attrition. So everybody's going to have injuries. Hell, we missed the hell out of Sean Lee this week. Remember last week? I guess we can transition now. Remember last week when we were doing I think it was the rank 'em. Oh no, we were picking the scores, I think. And then it hit me at the end. I said, but yeah, all this is contingent upon Sean Lee playing because he
actually playing in the game. Yeah.
And sure enough,
where that
he was not able to play, and they ran roughshod overs. In the running game and the passing game, we missed them, man. Like the linebackers who wouldn't have been in on the nickel, had trouble identifying, routes, and they just leaving guys open, busting coverages. It was bad, man. It was bad. It was painful to watch.
It was like that fourth quarter, man. It was almost like y'all stalled out, man. You couldn't. going in that fourth quarter.
And it started. I hate to put it on one person. It kind of remind me of last week with Crowder fumbling that punt. But y'all recovered from that. But when Switzer fumbled that punt, Dallas was up 17-6, about to get the ball back. Rams were ready to quit at this point. And he fumbles that ball and gave them new life. And it was like game on then. Like we were dominating them. Pure domination.
Yeah, y'all had control of that game.
Yeah, when he fumbled that punt, they went right in and scored. And it's like, damn, now we're in a dogfight. We were literally about to run away with this game.
Yeah, y'all left the door open a little too long, and they capitalized on it.
Yeah, I mean, Switzer opened that door. He said, over the door, said, "Come on in." But I could wax philosophical about this game because I had so many issues with it. But I don't know, man. I'm really at a point now where I'm starting not to like what's going on with our coaching and our coaching staff. And that's from Jason Garrett to Scott Linehan to Rod Marinelli, who I'm starting to feel is a bit overrated. So, it's funny when you hear a lot about in the off season, people saying like, oh, it's Dak's second year, they're going to figure Dak out. And, you always hear that going to figure, a coach got figured out. Like Chip Kelly, his scheme was figured out. Quarterbacks get figured out in his second year. Nobody really knows like what the hell that like actually means in actual practice. And one thing I noticed where it is, obviously due to research as far as Dak and the Cowboys are concerned. Last week, y'all recall, I threw out the numbers of Beasley and Witten and how they both only caught one pass apiece for a total of like 7 yards. Yep. And then here you go again with the Rams. Well, damn, where's Beasley? Where's Witten? So then it makes you start wondering like, okay, is this a thing? So with that, I want to do this for you guys and show you a little something here. See how this goes. Hopefully it goes well. Hopefully my computer bandwidth is okay.
Oh, snap. Oh.
Let's
try to show me up, man. Trying to show me up, yo.
That ain't hard to do.
I don't hear any sound. No. Where's my volume? Oh, killing me. Damn it. Well, I'm gonna talk through it then. So right here down at the bottom, you see Beasley down at the bottom, and you see Witten in the slot. Now watch how they double cover both Witten and Beasley, which is crazy because they're saying throw the ball to either Bryce Butler or your money man, Dez Bryant, because they have picked up that both Beasley and Witten are Dak's money men, especially in the red zone and in short yardage situations.
Yep.
So look at this. You see both these cats, he's double covered here. Beasley's double covered and Witten's double covered, which is crazy. I wish I could play the sound for y'all, but we have technical difficulties.
That's dope.
But yeah, you can see him. You see the double coverage. He just circled them both. Now this is Wade Phillips, probably picked up on some of what Arizona did and Denver.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for Bryce making that, he broke his route off and Dak happened to see him, that was going to be trouble.
Oh, this is where he caught the pass, and at first they didn't think.
Yep, because he was dragging his foot, and the ref didn't notice it.
Wow, clearly.
But yeah, so I brought that up just to say, this is like real practical application of when you hear people say, Well, they've been studying. They're gonna figure him out, and there you go. They say he likes to go to Beasley. He likes to go to Witten, especially in short yardage in the red zone. And that's what you get. So that's the punch. Is up to Dak and Garrett and Linehan to throw the counter punch now, because it's out there. They see what's happening. They see what people are doing to them. Is up for Dez. That connects with Dez every now and then, but I guess coordinators are, playing the odds. They're basically saying at one point, either we're going to get a sack or Dez is not going to catch the ball, which he dropped a few last week, or Dak is not going to throw an accurate pass, which happened as well. So they're playing the odds, man. They're playing the odds.
I'm looking at this stat line, man. Y'all didn't have bad stats in that game at all.
No. No.
Y'all won in most categories in third efficiency, fourth down efficiency, total yards, passing, rushing.
Yep. But it's funny because remember last week when I said you look at the stat line, you think Dallas lost to the Cardinals, right? but they won. And now this week is vice versa. You look at that stat line, you think we won, but no, not so much.
He had 85 yards and a touch. Dez Bryant had 98 yards.
Yeah.
The thing that kind of bothers me about that, he had 5 receptions but 13 targets.
Yeah, but that's partially because they're forcing them to go there. When Dak drops back, he's seeing double coverage on both his money man. It's like, which is crazy. They're like, yeah, go to Dez.
Yeah, throw it to him. We got a more probability of him dropping the ball than anything.
Right. And I guess that's because, Beasley and Witten make the game easy for Dak. They do because they're almost uncoverable in short area. So what are you saying, man?
A quarterback that's struggling, his best friend is his tight end.
Right.
And Witten is a Hall of Famer. He finds that pocket and sits down in the pocket or sits down in that open area and he makes himself open. He's got solid hands, always has.
Right.
Beasley's an all-purpose kind of person. I mean, he's not a speedster. He doesn't stretch the field a whole lot.
He's quick as hell underneath, and you can't single cover Beasley underneath. Can't do it.
And now with no linebacker, you're not gonna do it.
Mm-mm.
Look at it. Beasley had 3 receptions for 17 yards. Witten only had 1 reception for 9 yards.
Yeah,
that's the story right there.
That's what they figured out. They're saying go outside the numbers with the ball. Go to Dez, go to T. Will, go to Bryce Butler, and good luck. So like I said, that's the punch, and it's up to Dallas to come back with the counter punch. I think they need to do a better job at dictating what defenses can and can't do to them. But their philosophy on offense is we take what you give us, and at some point they need to stop doing that. Get a little more aggressive, run some screens. And Dallas hasn't run a screen, I don't think, since Zeke scored on that screenplay against Pittsburgh. Last year, I think that was the last screenplay they ran. So that's all I have for them. Man,
I don't want to move on to this, but we're gonna have to.
We have. Hey, man, your boys acquitted themselves well, man. I was impressed.
Yeah, I actually thought y'all was gonna win the game.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. Before I get to when I knew we weren't gonna win that game, I'll say in watching the game and in looking in the stats, they lost that game with penalties.
Yeah.
Defensive penalties. Preston Smith, to be exact. 3.
Yeah, how many offsides did he have, man?
2 offsides and 1 encroachment.
My gosh.
And one of them, the Chiefs were on the goal line. 3rd down. They stop him. This dude jumps. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Yep.
And the very next play, they run the ball right with Alex Smith right in his gap.
Yeah.
Right at I could have strangled that dude, man. I'm like, come on, man. You killed him.
I'm sure he had a bad film session with the coaches.
It was terrible. And then, every time they had the Chiefs right where they wanted them, they would do something dumb, commit a penalty, and they right back in.
Mm-hmm.
Right back in every single time.
Yep.
Not,
Hey, and listen, last week I was talking to you about Zach Brown. I was impressed. I said, well, shit. This week, who is this Spate dude? He giving out work. Yo, they were giving Hunt the business. Like, I don't know how many yards he wound up with, but he earned each one of them.
Well, the thing is, they were giving him the business in the first half. He kind of came on a little bit more in the second half.
He did.
I mean, overall, if you look at it, at the totality of what they did against Hunt, they actually didn't play him bad. They probably played him better than almost anybody else has this season. I mean, he got his yards, no doubt, but they forced him into tough situations, and he, like you said, he earned those yards. He didn't break a big play. He didn't, he wasn't leaps and bounds spectacular like he has been in prior weeks. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, he played well and he got his yards, but he earned it. But I was so disappointed, and there were a ton of injuries. Like Josh Norman went out in the third quarter. But, he fractured his rib. They say he's gonna be out 2 weeks.
He'll be out till the October 28th.
Fuller went down. Spaeth went down one time. Trent Williams, offensive tackle, left tackle, he went down. They brought in a guy from Arkansas, Clinton, his last name. He can't block nothing. I mean, it was injuries all over the place, and they were holding it together for a while, but it just got to a point where the bend but don't break was more break than bending, and that's just what happened.
Yep.
And
yes, sir.
I knew that
but
game.
Y'all still played well though, man. Yeah, and that's a game. That's a game you easily could have won were it not for the dumb penalties.
Damn,
and KC is tough, man.
Well, I mean, what happens is y'all
I'm impressed with Kirk Cousins.
That's a good question.
Good
question, Trevis, and I'm about to answer that.
What did Trevis ask? I didn't hear it.
He asked about the use of Thompson. How come they didn't use Thompson?
Oh, yeah, I noticed that too.
Third down play on the goal line. In that drive, they ran this same play where it was like a naked bootleg with Kirk Cousins on a keeper. They ran that same play earlier in the drive, and he got a first down on it. They tried to run that same play with Kirk Cousins on the goal line. Goal line with Kirk Cousins. Of course they stopped him. It's Kirk Cousins. It's a terrible play call. Made no sense. Why not go to Thompson? Run him on the outside, or why not throw a fade to Pryor in the corner? Why not do a slant to Grant or Crowder? You wouldn't even thought Crowder played. He was horrible. I mean, he did nothing.
Yeah, I was surprised he didn't give you guys anything.
Nothing. One reception, one target for -7 yards. This dude, he did nothing. It was terrible. I mean, really, it's kind of like it's the same way like the Cowboys are getting done. Vernon Davis and Ryan Grant are our best receivers right now.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they're making it work. Yeah, but I mean, you got Pryor, and Pryor actually played better than he's been playing. He got 70 yards, 3 receptions, but he didn't make catches when when we needed him most.
I didn't even notice Pryor that during that game.
He had a touchdown in the first quarter. He had that first touchdown. But he kind of got quiet after that. But you're right. You're 100% right. They didn't use Thompson hardly at all, man. It was kind of sad. It didn't make sense to me, especially you know, 3rd and goal. You got a chance to punch it in, and had they scored that touchdown in that scenario, they would have been up 14 to I think it was 14-7. They'd been up 14-7.
Mm-hmm.
They could have really stuck it to them. Actually, I think it was 14-3 or something like that. I don't even know if the Chiefs had scored yet. But it's got to be better than that, man. You got to have a better play call than that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the game, in the fourth quarter, the Redskins had the ball. It was 5 minutes or so left, and they threw the ball down the field. I looked at my wife and I told her they need to score. A field goal won't do it. They need to score. I said, because the defense has been on the field the whole game. They're tired, they're banged up, they're injured. They need to score and force the Chiefs and Alex Smith to go the length of the field and score a touchdown. They ended up getting a field goal, and I was like, this game is over. I looked at her, I said, it's over. The Chiefs are gonna win this game. Sure enough, he got a field like it was easy. That Ricky kicker Buck kicked I think it was like a 41-yard field goal to the game. That's it. I mean, the Redskins score on that drive. And then that last fluke play of fumble.
Hey, they said people were pissed about that because that ruined the
it ruined the
spread.
It ruined it.
Yeah.
But I mean, they played okay. I just think they could have won that game. And I hate the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, man. I hate that. It comes back to bite you later on in the season. I mean,
yeah, they're the toughest ones to accept for sure.
I feel like they should have. They could have had a good win. I mean, that was, like you said, that would have been a statement.
Yep.
But, it is what it is. They didn't. So I'm so glad this bye week came because and all the things going on, they need it. It couldn't have come at a better time.
Yeah. Sucks going through a bye week with a loss, though.
It does. It kind of, you got to momentum now.
Yeah. Which transitions me into this week's game, and I hope I'm not speaking this into existence since I just used that as a segue. But my Cowboys have a bye coming up this week after we play the Packers. So,
ooh,
yeah, man. I don't even know what to say, how to feel about this, man. Aaron Rodgers has been the Cowboys fan personal nemesis for the past few years. Some heartbreaking. I'm still not over that pass he threw to Brooks. I think it was no, not Brooks. What's that tight end name? I forget his name.
You can't even remember who the hell he is. That's what makes Aaron Rodgers Aaron Rodgers. You don't even know who the hell he was throwing to.
Not Cook. He's not even in Green Bay anymore. They let him go and picked up Martellus Bennett. I'm just seeing
I'm sure
need on the sideline, and I'm like,
thank you for coming. Appreciate it. You caught a pass.
I'm like, please, no, he didn't get his knees down. No. Yeah, he did. Yeah, season's over. Damn.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're coming back to Dallas. All their fans will be there because Dallas is a transplant city, and all fans of every team actually live in Dallas, which is annoying. So I'm sure their fans will be taking over AT&T Stadium. I don't know, as for our offense versus their defense, I think our offense will be successful. Green Bay runs a lot of junk. Dom Capers, he does some weird stuff. Like, they have the solid 4 down linemen. They have solid 4 down linemen with Mike Daniels, and I forget this other cat's name, but I don't know too much about him, but I'm hearing a lot of good things about him, unfortunately. And then they have Ahmad Brooks from the 49ers, and of course, Clay Matthews. Mm-hmm. So after that, they mostly use a lot of defensive backs. They'll use like 6 or 7 defensive backs out there, and their safeties play sort of like linebackers. So I think we should be able to run on them a lot. That's what I'm expecting them to do. I hope that's what they do. They run a lot of junk. As far as their offense versus our defense, I got nothing.
This is basically like hope and a prayer, man. Hope and a prayer.
Yeah, pretty much, man. I mean, just hope have to hope Aaron Rodgers is off that day for one. And then I guess you want to keep him in the pocket, man. Like there's no real easy formula for Aaron Rodgers, really. You want to keep him in the pocket and whoop his ass as much as you can, which is a lot easier said than done.
I mean, that dude is like a magician.
He is, man.
Crazy. It really is.
He sees blitzes come from everywhere. Like if he gets out and starts running around, then you really have no chance. But you got to keep him in. Like we beat them in Green Bay last season because David Irving gave them fits last season. He won the NFC Player of the Week for that game.
Was that when he was telling everybody, "Calm down, we're gonna make it to the playoffs"?
That was long after that. They had righted the ship by then, I think. Matter of fact, that wasn't even last season, was it? I don't think that was last season. But yeah, they had a good formula. They had a good formula for beating them last season, but couldn't duplicate it in the playoffs, unfortunately. But and the other thing that is really disturbing, a number that I just saw this week, Aaron Rodgers is 13-2 against Rod Marinelli defenses.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow. Somebody really looked that stat up.
I didn't look it up. It's just out there, man.
Is this out there?
I said, ooh.
I
try to hit the X on that joke. Like, I don't want to see that shit. Where did that come from?
He said he tried to hit the X on it. Like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
I was here 13-2. Damn, who's at 13-2? Anything. But yeah, man. That's why I say Rod Marinelli need to change some things, man. For real. He need to change some things.
And here's the thing. You're right. A lot of teams, a lot of fans love to travel to Dallas. That stadium is amazing. It's just like that. I mean, it's one of the best I've ever been in. So
what, Cowboys joint?
Yeah. So I don't blame people for going there. I don't blame them one bit. I went and saw. It's a little bit of a shot, but I just got to do it. I went to a Monday night game, Cowboys Redskins, a couple years ago, and the Redskins won. The Redskins.
Oh, that was a horrible game.
Yeah, McCoy hit y'all up, man. That was
yeah. That hurt. I remember you going to that game too. Freaking Colt McCoy. McCoy lit us up for like 300, almost 400, I think.
Great game. I think that's the best game he's ever played, to be real.
Of course,
right?
Of course, yeah.
Green Bay, they're tough, man. They're tough. They play fast, and Aaron Rodgers is very smart. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes, and if you make a mistake, he makes you pay for it.
Yep.
So it's gonna be a tough one, man. I ain't decided on who I'm picking for that game. It's really gonna decide. What a bit key to me in that game. I think it's gonna be, can Dak get it going, and can he involve, like you said, Beasley and Witten?
Mm-hmm.
I think because Green Bay's defense isn't great, but it ain't bad.
Right, you can light them up. They're kind of a feast or famine kind of defense. They cause some disruption and some turnovers, but if they're not doing that, you can really light them up.
Yeah, right. So it's gonna be interesting to see what team shows up. As far as offensively, they're going. I'm gonna tell you like this: you're gonna have to put some points on the board. The Cowboys, they're gonna have to put some points on the board, and
damn near 40.
Yeah, they're gonna have to put up some points. And I'm gonna tell you like this: if you turn it into a shootout, I don't think Dak can do it. Not against Rodgers. I don't know.
I mean, he of course, this isn't last year, but he actually did it last year. Like, it was Aaron Rodgers had the ball last, but if you remember, Dallas was down 21-3 in the playoffs, and Dak brought them back like gangbusters. But they just could not stop Aaron Rodgers. So then it became tit for tat, and Aaron Rodgers had the ball last, and there you go. And then Mason Crosby kicked that I think it was a 56-yard field goal to win the game.
Yeah, he's fat.
That playoff game, oh man.
Yeah, it's just painful. It was painful. It hurt. It still hurts.
I actually felt good after that kick went in. I mean,
I'm quite shaky. did there, Trevis.
It wasn't like I was like, oh my god, I can't believe Dallas lost. I mean, it was like, hey, good sons of bitches. Cut the TV.
You are forever known as the guy that wears sweatpants to the strip club.
Yo, you have no proof. You have no proof, no facts. Like, what the hell?
Business out there for all to hear.
You're just gonna go busting on people and talk to. Yeah, you're forever known as that guy. I'm just like, when they lost, I was like, okay, game over. Ha ha ha. It was $5 fans I wanted to call. Cash didn't pick up the phone. Stress didn't pick up the phone. I'm just saying. I was just like, hey, hey, buddy, how you doing after that game? How's everything? Hey, look who kicking.
Your boys were at home, but when we lost, Trevis said, "Oh, time to go to the shaky butts. Where my sweatpants at?" Look, give me the dark ones. I can't wear the gray ones in the shaky.
No proof. No proof. No proof.
But
they had the gray would show leakage.
yeah, the gray one showed leakage.
Oh my God.
You're a trifling dude, Trevis. That's just horrible, man.
Yo, that's funny. Y'all both Redskins and Dallas fans. All right. Put y'all together in categories now. Okay. Dang, I miss Doomis already. Ain't that so?
Yeah. Doomis you're vouching for it. He probably went there with you.
I miss Doomis already. I just want to tell you right now, I miss him.
Listen, you better move on to y'all game next week before we stay on your sweatpants. Moving on. The Philadelphia Eagles have the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah. Once again, the Arizona Cardinals used to be in the NFC East way back in the day, and we played some really, really tough games back in the day. But they currently had that beast called Larry Fitzgerald over there. And Carson Palmer, if we can get to him, we can wreak havoc. Carson Palmer starts to throw a lot of interceptions. And that's what we're going to be hoping to get with Carson Palmer and him just trying to get the ball out of his hands before he gets hit. Because, those brittle old bones, they get thrown to the ground a little bit one too many times, and he's going to have some problems. I don't know much about their special teams as far as, if they got a good returner or even a really good kicker. But I think their kicker is he's fairly good. He did really good a couple of times. I remember picking him up on my fantasy league one time. But of course now I got Elliott. But I'm looking, I want the Elliott right after 61. I said, I'll take you.
Is Caleb Sturgis out of a job, Doc?
Yes, he is. Caleb Sturgis' job is officially thrown in the trash. If he continues this halfway through the season, it's over.
Yeah, it's
over. It's Stone Cold World for kickers. Kickers is a wrap.
Cold-blooded. I guess if Romo could lose his job, so can Caleb Sturgis.
Exactly, right? Sturgis, right? And Sturgis was a good kicker. I mean, there was nothing wrong with Sturgis. He was a dang on good kicker. But when you kick that 61-yarder and you're a rookie and you never even had a preseason and you never even really had that many practice kicks, it's like, yo, look, man, you pulled your quad at the wrong time, buddy. Sorry to hear that. We got a practice. We got a practice team for you to go to in Cincinnati. We took their kicker. We gotta replace him.
Hey, listen. The way Tampa Bay can't seem to find a damn kicker, they'll take him injured. I'm sure.
I was about to say Nick Folk. That dude missed 3 last night.
Oh my gosh, man! I hope they had
missed 3.
I hope they had 3 chip shots. I hope they had him on suicide watch.
It was like 39, and the other one might have been 41. It wasn't. They weren't like outrageous 50.
Right. No.
The weather wasn't bad in the game.
No.
No bad weather. Dang.
Look, you remember?
I ain't see it, so I just gotta ask. Like, was it bad weather? Was the wind blowing hard? Like anything?
He had the yips, man. He got a bad case of the yips.
Sheesh.
Here's the thing, man. Like,
Sturgis will always be able to find a job.
But you think about from a kicker standpoint, you understand if a kicker misses a 55-yarder in rain, right? You get that, right? This dude, They would get him in to kick these field goals. This dude was bad off his foot. You could see it coming off. Right. It was bad. I mean, he was blowing kicks.
Yeah, Jay Feely, the former kicker, was like, he was just calling them out. He's like, yeah, you see the rotation on that ball? That's showing me he has no confidence because he's picking up his head and he's looking to see where he's kicking the ball to. He broke it down. Like, this dude his confidence is shot.
Yeah. Feely, ex-Eagle.
He hooked.
Yep.
That's when he hooked right. Right. I said, God, dog, man. Bad off.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. But that's too much damn time talking about kickers.
Yeah, you're right. So I'm gonna tell you about this Eagles-Cardinals game. I'm gonna pick the Cardinals to win. I'm not saying that, and it's not a shot at the Eagles. I'm not saying that the Eagles aren't going to play well. I think they're going. I've been impressed with them picking up on the running game and using Blunt like they should have been doing in the first damn place.
Mm-hmm.
I have been impressed with that, and but I just don't think that secondary is going to be good enough to hold down that Hall of Famer Larry Fitzgerald and Carson Palmer. I don't think they're going to be able to do it. What really, like you said, the key to that game is going to be that defensive line getting it to Palmer, putting him on the ground. I mean, Palmer's a tough dude, though. He going to play.
He'll sit there and get sacked all night. Like he's not going to move. He's not going to go out the front door, the back door. He will be right there.
Thank you. But I just think ultimately, I don't know, man. I think they're gonna have enough to edge out the Eagles with that passing game, guys. I don't think that secondary is gonna be good enough to hold them down, man. And they throw the ball a lot.
Yeah.
Nelson ain't no slouch either. That other receiver, he ain't no slouch. So I don't know, man. And like Larry Fitzgerald, man, you got to give that dude. That dude, he's one of the greats, man.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's a gold jacket.
Yeah, he's a gold jacket. No. And it's for wide receivers, it's pretty hard to get in that first time like that. I bet he gets in that first time.
Yeah, he should. Yeah, because he doesn't have any baggage. They use T.O.'s baggage, and Randy was first.
Just like Megatron. Megatron will go in first ballot.
Well,
I don't know, man.
I don't know about that.
It's debatable.
Megatron goes in first time, first ballot.
I mean, of course, everybody recognizes his talent and he was a monster, but he has this stigma that he quit.
He did.
Well, I mean, Barry had the stigma that he quit too. So
but Barry,
right?
Like that was Barry.
Okay, I know, electrifying. Everybody loved to see him, but you can't tell me Megatron doesn't get
he will
at least nominated. At least nominated.
Yeah. I just don't know if he's going to be first ballot. That's all.
Yeah, that's what I say. I think you'll get in too. I just don't know if it'll be first time.
Yeah. So Giants, Chargers. Let's talk about that shit. Oprah Winfrey Bowl. Excuse my French. My daughter's
Winfrey Bowl.
I'm picking the Chargers. Sorry.
I think the Giants. I think the Giants pull out. I think the Giants pull it out. I think the Giants really are going to find a defense in which a lot of their schemes are going to work on them, and they really don't have anybody to cover anybody like Odell Beckham or Marshall on their defense.
Hayward's pretty good.
The Giants win. I mean, he's pretty good, but he's not Odell Beckham good.
I think the Giants win, but it's hard for me. The only reason I'm saying Giants is for intangibles like San Diego having to travel and them being 0-4 and kind of at that crossroad and kind of down in the dumps as well. There's nothing X's and O's wise where I say the Giants should win. It's for the silly intangible shit like travel from the West Coast to the East.
What I will say is the Eagles defense had a lot of breakdowns in their defense, and they pretty much scorched us for most of the game. But what I will say is you're going up against our rookies, you're going up against our backups, and then you're going up against the Giants starters. Will they have the ability to cook their starters?
But they've been breaking down at the seams as well. Trevors, they've been on that field a lot. You see each game, defense is less and less stout.
And you see Rivers mad as hell at his coaches.
Mm-hmm.
So You know, you got them really mad at his coaches, and you got them really trying to figure out what can I do to win these games, because they're not winning.
Yep.
Both sides are going to be furious. Both sides are going to get it all. But I think the Giants have the weapons to do it, and they're at home.
Yeah.
Kind of going with the home team right here.
I feel I like I said earlier with McAdoo, man, with him running his mouth and basically throwing shots at his veteran starting quarterback. It's just like I see too many breakdowns in that communication, man. And I think that gunslinger in Phillip Rivers is gonna come out slinging that thing all over the place, man. And I don't know that the Giants are gonna be able to keep up, man. I don't know. I don't have that much confidence in them. They're pissing me off because they're making the NFC East look real damn bad.
Ain't they? It's supposed to be the beast. The beast is supposed to be back. Yeah.
It's pissing me off, man.
It's pissing me off.
All those, the analysts are picking the Giants to win the NFC East, and they laying up eggs, man. These dudes are terrible. So
they are embarrassing us.
And maybe I'm biased because I'm pissed off. I can admit that. Hey, but I'm still not picking them. I'm not picking them for another game until they win one. I'm just not gonna do it.
Well, if they don't win this game, they won't win one.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, we already talked about their schedule. It's a wrap for them, unless another team decides to lay a goose egg before they play them. But I don't really see the teams that they have to play, because everybody's in playoff contention that they have to go up against, except for the San Francisco 49ers, and everybody else is like, hey, we're not going to lose to the Giants.
The 49ers don't look that bad.
They don't look that bad. They just haven't been winning.
Right. No, I agree.
They just haven't been winning.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't even like it's a guarantee that the Giants will beat the 49ers when they play them.
No, it's not. It's not.
Yeah.
Ah, shoot. Hold up. Y'all know what that music means? It's game time.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
It's going to be our version of Price is Right, and we're going to play a fun game called Over Under. That's what we're going with today. We're going over under. So, Trevis, I'm going to start with you today.
As usual, bring it on. Bring it on.
Over under one Larry Fitzgerald, 120 yards receiving, plus minus, over under. Yeah, 120. Under? Oh.
Under 120. Under 120. You might get 1-on-1. He don't do 120.
1-on-1. 120, man. What you got? Over under.
Jesus Christ, seriously? Over? Damn, man. I swear to goodness, this better not come true like Sproles getting hurt. I swear to goodness, man.
Oh, that shit was funny. Oh, you still butthurt about that one. God, dog.
Hurt. Yeah.
Damn, yo, that hurt, yo. I swear to goodness.
I mean, you were so.
It was like when we was down and out, Sproles get the ball, he was gone. It was like Sproles got the ball, yeah, first down. Now it's like, woo, I don't really even know.
So in fact, Sale. I never heard that. Clement, what? Sale.
What? Yeah, hell no, Sale. Now, damn, Corey Clement, get the hell out of here.
Even since Sproles got hurt, they still didn't put Clement in. But now, Smallwood has a knee issue now.
Yep.
It's also questionable. I said, wait, what? Questionable? It's going to be Clement and Blunt show by popular demand.
And if you recall, I said within the next 3 weeks, and here we are.
Yeah, right? Right? It's not funny, man. It ain't funny.
Here we are.
It ain't funny, man.
The next over under. We've heard this number before. The Giants over under 20 points. That seems to be their threshold. Do they go over it this week?
I'm gonna say over.
You say over?
Yeah, I'll take the over.
What you say, Trevis?
I'm with over. The what's going to happen? The Chargers defense is going to blitz the way they did the Philadelphia Eagles. He's going to throw it up. He's going to get that pickle up.
Replay.
And Wentz handled it beautifully. He handled it beautifully. They got him a couple of times.
Yeah, I didn't realize
they got him a couple of times.
But that aggressive. But boy, if they get to Eli like And you know Eli will buckle. He done.
Yeah, Eli gonna fall. He gonna
say
fall. But what's gonna happen is when you blitz like that, we might finally see Dumas's prediction of the tight end actually ended up getting the ball.
That beast Evan
He
Ingram.
might end up with his 150-yard game. The beast Ingram might actually end up with the ball a whole lot.
Famer Evan Ingram, huh? Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah. Yeah, Gonzalez-esque.
Gonzalez-esque. I'll give you guys a crack at asking me when over under for Cowboys. I'm putting y'all on the spot. One or both.
Oh, okay. Des Bryant. 100 yards over under.
Ooh. He ain't had 100-yarder yet either.
Yet. Yet. I said
everybody want to see if Des gonna actually spread his wings.
Dez gonna be throwing that X up this weekend. I'm booking it. I'm giving Dez $110 this weekend.
$110.
$110. Yep.
You know that defense ain't that sweet. You know that, right?
He gonna light Demarius Rando ass up and Kevin King, that 6'3" cornerback, that rookie. They have a 6'3" rookie playing corner. He gonna
enjoy going up against Dez, because if you're a rookie and you get to start,
you
know he's like, yo, I get to make my statement right here.
You enjoy it until he start getting that ass waxed. And it's like, yeah, welcome to the league, young fella. But yeah, we'll see. I think Dez comes out this game. I think he breaks out.
I'm gonna take over. I'm gonna take over on that too, because it's about time.
Mm-hmm.
He was close. He was close to that 100 yards that last game. He had 98 yards.
Yeah.
I think he's getting a little bit momentum, and he's going. I think he'll break 100 this game.
I think Zeke breaks 100, and I think Dez breaks 100. Yeah. I think it's going to be that type of game.
I think so. I think it's going to be a shootout.
Yep.
I think they're going to go back and forth.
You think, or you hope?
Ooh, I don't know.
Both for me.
I don't
care. Maine don't give a damn. He just like, yeah, I don't care.
I'm so glad it's about you.
Again, that's the same way I turned the TV off. Like, they lost.
I did not wait for that.
I am hoping. So listen, we're on good time. Let's wrap it up. Y'all got last calls?
Last call. Go for it, Trevis. You got it.
I don't know. I really don't have anything. There's so many teams just so close right now. I really don't have anything.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess Cowboys Green Bay is the big game this week, I guess.
Yeah.
Last week it was Skins KC. That was a fun game to watch.
It was a fun
Definitely.
game. And I think my last call is, like I said, I'm glad it's a bye week for the Redskins. I think, like, as far as the Giants are concerned, if they don't show me something this game, I give up on them. I don't. Yeah. I didn't even watch this game just because I knew what was going to happen. I kind of felt it in my bones, so I didn't even bother. But
go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
No, you good. Go for it. You got it.
I was going to say the Eagles have an opportunity. If Dallas does lose to Green Bay, they have an opportunity to really, get some wind behind them and start setting themselves apart. Right now, they're a game up, but they are everyone's darlings right now. Everybody's looking at the Eagles like, kind of like what they have going on there. So
with our backups,
yeah, and I will say that's impressive because that's something Dallas has never been able to do. The 40th person on the 46-man roster, if he goes out, that's like, oh shit, we got our 40th man out. We can't win now. Yeah. They don't handle injuries well, at least not this year. Last year they took on some tough injuries. People don't even remember Dez missing 3 games. Tyron Smith missed 2 or 3 games, and they kept it moving. But this season, like missing Sean Lee last week, it showed up way too much, and he's not playing this week. I don't think.
I think he's mad questionable.
Yeah,
I read, but I mean, I'll say this: The Eagles, they like you said, I'll piggyback off you and say that they got a chance to really make some noise and put a big imprint on the NFC East and in the standings. You know, like I said, I'm picking the Cardinals to win that game, but it's not because I don't think the Eagles aren't good. I just think that the Cardinals are just going to be a little bit too much for secondary. But the Cowboys, it would be a good win for them if they could have Green Bay come to their home and really say, hey, look, this is our house. We're gonna protect this house and go toe to toe with those guys. So it's gonna be a good one. So.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, I forgot. Real quick predictions. I have Cowboys, Green Bay. Shit, man, I hate even saying the score because it just scares me to say it. But I have a 38-35 Cowboys.
Okay.
Trevis, what do you have?
23-17. 23-17 Cowboys.
I wasn't talking about that one, but okay.
You talking about the Eagles and Cardinals for you?
Yeah, Eagles, Cards.
Oh, you want me to do the Eagles and Cardinals? Okay. So I say Eagles Cardinals game. I say 21-17 Eagles.
Right. And I'm gonna do all y'all.
Okay.
I got Cowboys 35, Packers 40.
35-40. What'd you say?
Yeah, 35-40 Packers.
Woo. Man, I hope it's not a shootout like that, but
Sheesh.
It's gonna be
that's
yeah.
Giants.
That means nobody's playing defense.
Well, I think they're gonna both play fast. You know, I think they're gonna play real fast.
It's over here. That's the score.
I'm taking Chargers 21-14. So my under, I got under for over 20 points on the Giants. I just contradicted myself.
Facts.
I'm gonna change my over to under.
Okay.
Then Eagles Cards. I'm gonna take the Cardinals. Eagles 20. Cardinals 24.
There it is.
Hey, did you have over or under for Dez?
Under.
Yeah, under. Yeah, under.
Under.
Bastard.
Yeah. Them corners ain't trying to have that. They're gonna take the philosophy of the last team and they're gonna put it on Dez. But they play tough, especially when they go man to man. Good luck.
Yeah. Good luck to them.
I think he gonna win that.
It's coming.
Think he wins it?
It's coming. It's
we gonna find out what he made of.
Yep. Both Dak and Dez. I think it's brewing, man. They see what's happening. They know what they need to do. So we're gonna have it. I guess it's a 4:00 game Sunday. I'm not even sure. I have to check. But yeah, going down.
425.
425. Well, all right. Let's get on up out of here, gentlemen. I will be seeing y'all on the chat. And good evening,
all right, now,
everyone. Y'all.
One, two, three. Go big blue.
Got him again.